Hey, that's what I came for.
Right. Just thinking only one side of them is.
Usually the knobs are like.
Hey, I'm just gonna float this once, like I do at every jam, but what if we all played bass?
As I've said before, I'll think about it and get back to you. So, 7 basses would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 8. I could, yeah. You know what? One of these days, we're really gonna do that.
That would be so interesting.
Don't you get my hopes up.
I don't know. It like the wall of sound could be either the best thing or the worst thing that's ever happened.
I wanna hear a
to
recording.
As a band leader, do you think you have the ability to rise to task on an all bass jam?
Yo.
That's crazy. That was some slick manipulation. Like that was good. Like you're right. The challenge.
Right?
Yeah. All right, you're slowly convincing me. Anyway, hey everybody. Okay, so for those who haven't come to this session, I'll just kind of give you a lay of the land, like the idea of like how this runs. Basically, the idea, number one, is like, all right, like, the premise is everyone just kind of wings it at jam, right? Like, you know, we have different musical foundations, but a lot of times we have like a problem finding common language. It's an art of its own. So we're going to try and decode that. And the way we do that is we're going to start with an improvised idea, but we're going to have the time, we're going to give a slow down time and like, pick it apart and think about, okay, so what about this worked? What didn't? How do we take what we have and raise it up a level, whatever a level is, you know, subjectively speaking. How do we improve upon this? How do we take our skill set? How do we think differently? That's maybe even the most important thing that I want to get across in these sessions is like, I guess what I'll call soft skills, but they're really, for what I do and for what we do, it's a lot of that makes it work. Like, there's a lot of competent musicians in here, you know? Everybody here is competent. Except for me, you know what I mean? But like, a lot of competent artists, but how are we thinking about this interaction, this communication that's a jam session that makes it work or doesn't make it work? Because sometimes it's like, oh, this is flowing and this is great, and then other times it's not, and it's like, why is this falling apart? And like, being able to arrive at answers to that and how to like solve for that, etc., etc. So what I'd like to do first, actually, is kind of an icebreaker. Don't get intimidated. But last week I started doing a thing where we actually just kind of in a circle, we each come up with a short musical idea. We initiate an idea, and then we talk a little bit about that idea. So the idea here is to actually get out of your head. Don't think, there's nothing that's too little. The idea ideally would be as simple as possible, like it's a seed, it's not a tree. That's a lot of the problem. We're already ahead of ourselves, we're like worried about all the branches and shit, but we want to start with just the seed. So I'm going to ask everyone to just kind of plant a seed, and then we'll kind of look at it and talk to each other about it. Does that seem like a fair place to start? Yeah? Are we all down for that?
I want to see an example of what you mean, but yes.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah. Why don't so Brian, since you seem to have thoughts. Keep going, one more time. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, okay, Brian, what do you think worked about that and what didn't work about that?
I couldn't play it on a loop yet, and like there's like when I like basically just like changing the bass note. Like so, I think the first three chords definitely work. And then the last two are a little weird because it's like I'm playing a bass, like this is the chord, but it's like over some bass note, and I don't know exactly what I'm doing.
I want to say something about that first. So, I want to emphasize how none of us know what we're doing. I don't need that, that's crazy.
I got my duck.
None of us, and here's why I want to emphasize, people say that like, no one knows what they're doing, tee-hee, you know what I mean? We're all imposters, or whatever, but like, it's of practical importance that you let go of the idea that you know what you're doing in order to musically accomplish what you want to accomplish. So I talked about, I'm sure you've heard me say this to some degree or another, but I've said this in the past, that whenever you see someone, people go and they analyze all these great solos or songwriting, Songwriting's a little different, but when you're talking about improvisations, you have someone who analyzes it, and we look at that analyses, and we're like, wow, look at all these impressive things they're doing. But then if you ask them what they were doing, like, can you tell me what you were doing in, the second half of that song? Like, I don't. You can't possibly. Your brain will not be able to both analyze and express, or those two forces are going to be in opposition. You can impose a little of that thought process on your expression, but the more that takes up the space, the less space the expression actually has. Hot take. Which I don't actually think is that hot. You have to be able to, you have to know when it's time to practice, like you analyze and practice, but in performance you have to let everything go, and the art is actually learning how to let go the most. Like, how can you get deeper into the letting go? Whatever you have is what you have. You're not going to be able to like force it in. Like, it's either there or it's not at that point, whenever you're performing. So what I would say to you, Brian,
maybe filled in too much space also, like playing all the notes in the chords.
I think the chords themselves were fine. I liked that you had a strong established rhythm. Like, I feel like, do we agree, like we could feel the groove, right? We felt like we knew where we were going. So that was established, that was good. I think either in your head or in your execution, you did overcompensate. If those chords are hard for you to hit, then yes. So it's more about your ability when you're establishing an idea to do something that fits inside of like, okay, this is a starting place. Like if you're doing like, oh, let me try this cool voice thing I've been working on that, like, where my hand has to like.
I think I could do what I was trying to do. I was just a little nervous.
Well, okay, but see, that's what I'm trying to address, because our emotional awareness is actually a big part of what we're dealing with. Like we talk about this all the time, because you're like, I was just doing this at home. And I've told you, like, that happens to me too. The things I said, I am, guys, trust me, I'm so killing when I'm by myself. Like, it's crazy. I can do anything when no one's watching. But then you see what happens when you have the force of other people's perception on you, maybe, and then now your level shifts. So that's more. So your practice level is also different than your performance level. Is that fair to say? Are we in agreement about that? I think we have all felt that, right? Like, we've been at home, like, I'm having a good day, I'm killing it, and you're like, I'm gonna do that tomorrow at the jam or whatever. You're like, what happened? So, all right. So what I want to come away from here with is, so the points are, simplify a little more, right? And because you can get to those larger ideas, but you can build into that. So I'd encourage all of us to start with an idea that's a little simpler, because as you're playing, once you're in the groove, then you can start being a little bit more elaborate, once it like settles into your body. Does that make sense? Simplify, and good job on the groove setting. Okay. Rolling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try something. Guitar section. Classic. Okay, now rolling. I'm gonna challenge you. I think that's good. That's a great place to start. It's like a classic idea. I want you to try and not do a chord progression. If you couldn't rely on a chord progression, you already know. What would you do?
You just play
You gotta play random stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now Roland, thank you. So let's have a conversation with the group. What do you think? Do you have any thoughts about that? If you were trying to add on to that, what do you think would be your challenge in meeting Roland where he's at?
So that changed a lot,
Yeah.
which is like really, really cool if you're doing a solo thing. But if you're trying to play along to it, you need something that's kind of repetitive and predictable.
I would agree. Do y'all agree? Yeah. So that was my main takeaway, which is,
It's the complete opposite of the first thing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you went too far. Man. You know what? Yeah, it's like so, an original idea, but like for me personally, I have a limit of 2 to 4 chords maximum, because again, when we're talking about the starting seed, because this is we're doing this little seed starter thing. Like, how do we each start an idea? Because I realize a lot of times I've noticed, people don't really know that's a very different than. Like, starting your own idea is very different than joining in someone else's idea, right? But when you're starting an idea, I have a million chords. I'm a keys player. That's all I really care about is a million chords. You know what I mean? That's what's dear to my heart. Is overcomplicated chords, all 10 fingers all the time. But in reality, a jam session is the meeting place between all of us. So in a situation like this, it's like assessment. Especially if I don't know everybody, first of all, there's like managing myself, but then if I don't know everybody and their level of expertise, I want to start with something that's more grounded, because then we can build from there, as opposed to trying to if you do something kind of crazy, even if it sounds great, now it's like, fuck, like, you don't know, depending on people's ear training, depending on their facility, you know what I mean? It makes it more complicated for you and for everyone else. So could you try it one more time, and I want you to pick, again, 2 to 4 chords. Okay, we're getting closer, but it's still pretty elaborate. Pick 2 chords. Just pick one thing between 2 things. Okay, that's something to work with. Keep playing that. Go ahead and keep playing that. Okay, good. Do we feel like we could probably, do we feel like we know what the topic is of this conversation now? Mm-hmm. Right? Is that fair to say? You seemed, I'm not so sure.
I get the flow.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I guess what do you mean when you say the topic of the conversation? Do you mean that is it catchy / simpler? Yes. Well, I don't know if that's what you're asking.
Well, I could say catchy maybe, but more than anything, what I mean by, I'm being metaphorical, I just mean it's understandable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can understand it enough to respond to it. You know what I mean?
Then yeah, definitely.
Right. So the big takeaway for you, I would say, is okay, for all of us actually. I'm just kind of using all of us. I'm using you as guinea pigs. I'm sorry. This is what I do. Just as an example of, okay, how can I make something that's understandable, both to me, and then by extension, the group of people I'm with. So if you start with something with 2 chords, 2, 3, or 4 chords, you're statistically making it more likely we're going to be able to join in on that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you. All right. Now this is actually where I'm excited. The Vocalist. I feel like vocalists aren't always used to starting, so
It's scary, but it's okay.
yeah, you got this. You got this.
I can
Okay.
do scary things.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I don't know.
No, thank you. Everyone, clap.
No, that was
Okay, very nice. Okay. All right, so I'll tell you what I liked about what you did. I love that, because again, it goes beyond even just the sounds we're making, but how we're communicating with our body. So even the fact that you had like a flow with your neck and your body suggested to me, if I'm trying to as a musician accompany you, an accompanying musician, I'm like, okay, I have a indication of where you're going. You know, I have an indication of tempo. I have an indication of the groove you're trying to set. So I really like that you did that. I think that, again, vocalists I actually think that vocalists tend to play, or lead instruments, saxophones are like this, or sometimes guitar players are like this sometimes, where they're actually, depending if they play more lead, but they're more accustomed to playing instead of a foundational role, they're kind of the anti-foundation. You know what I mean? The music is established, and then you fly over it. You push and pull at phrases. You're not trying to as a musician. You're usually as an accompanying musician. You're like, okay, I gotta make sure that this time is super locked, so that the lead can do their thing. But in this case, what I'm really asking you to do is play that foundational role. You see what I'm saying? So if you pick a shorter loop, so the same thing where I was saying, okay, a couple chords. Can we pick a shorter scat phrase or something you were improvising? Just take a shorter phrase and repeat that a few times so that we can build on that. Can you try that for me?
A few notes, just
Yeah, a few notes. Yeah, 2 to 4.
Right.
Take a, it could be a little more. Give or take.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time.
So it's hard.
No,
right
it's
now.
okay. It's okay. Try and I just want to encourage you. I understand it's all.
Everyone
quiet
look
and
over
shit.
there.
Right. If I'll help you, shit. But just try and stay in the flow. Don't worry about it being perfect at first. Yeah, that toilet. I'm gonna get to it.
Niagara Falls.
It's kind of nice.
It's kind of the music, the soundtrack for your texture. But just try and stay in the flow. So if it doesn't come to you right away, one thing I'll also say is it's not about you nailing it the first time. Allow yourself to let it settle. If you're again, this is emotional management too. Sometimes I'll just sing one note, or I'll simplify the idea for that reason, which is I need to remind myself that I do this. Oh yeah, okay, I know how to do this. So I might even if I'm going da 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 da. If that's what I think I can manage, no words. Now I'm not trying to be super. I'm not trying to be crazy. I'm just trying to set something rhythmically that has momentum, and then I can build upon that. Okay? Can we try that? Just again, let's simplify. Let's pick 2 notes, or two or 3 notes maximum. Make sense? Okay, let's try it.
It's a seed, that thing I see. It's a seed, that thing I see. It's a seed, a thing I see.
Oh, okay, yes. That was great. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, and see there, I felt the flow. You also said, let's go for words now. Let's go. Sometimes words have the other effect, because it can either, I think it depends on the person, but I actually find that can ground my notes. Your voice is used to the human voice it already has associations based upon
Hey, I'm sorry.
it already has associations and a settling from language. Maybe I won't go down this whole rabbit hole right now, but like, you know, our talking voices and our singing voices are often separate, and some people have really strong singing voices but injuries from their speaking voice, or vice versa. So like bridging that gap. So sometimes just saying a phrase and not worrying too much about the notes. Choosing one note and saying a phrase is another way as an access point. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, but I like that. Okay, let's keep it going. Kevin, you down?
All right, sounds good. Same thing, foundation.
Yep.
It's cold as shit. It's
Yes.
cold as shit today. It's cold as shit. It's cold as shit today. It's cold as shit. It's cold as shit today. It's cold.
That was great. And relatable too.
It was cold as shit
For
today.
August, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Especially
yeah.
this morning. This morning was crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome because so I felt the rhythm established. You even used like rhythm, like beatboxing basically to like help establish the rhythm. And you said something, I felt the melody, I felt the groove. And I was like, I feel you, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the most important element. Like, I feel you. Like, felt.
Yeah.
Like, I was ready to jam. I'm like, oh yeah, I know. I have something to say to that. Like, you brought up a topic that I have something I want to add to. So that was great. Okay, I'm gonna lay you down.
I'm getting older. I'm getting older. I'm getting older. Maybe a little wiser, but I'm getting older.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Yeah, let's give them a hand. Let's support each other. That was beautiful. Okay, so now I thought I love the idea. It was a beautiful melody, which I feel like with the right players are going to be able to like find you.
Okay.
With the right players.
Say what you want to say.
I am, but like,
I feel you.
yeah, you know what I mean. You know it. The right people are gonna be able to find you. But again, so it's these considerations, right? Like, a lot of players won't be able to follow that, and that's not a dig at what you're doing.
Right.
That usually just sends us into a spiral and be like, fuck, I should have been practicing. You know what I mean? Like it's a reflection of us. But what it's felt like is now a musician is gonna have to like, okay, let me find this melody, and now you've placed the rhythmic responsibility a little bit more on the musicians. Because again, so you were playing the role of the role, quote unquote, of a vocalist, and it felt very free and loose. But what I'm asking is for you to be like, I want you somehow. I won't tell you how.
Okay.
But make the tempo a little more clear. Make the groove a little bit more clear. Keep that same idea though.
I'm getting older. I'm getting older.
Beautiful. Yeah. That was great. Okay, so I both heard the groove. You established the groove musically. I also was like watching your body. I saw it in your foot. and in your neck. That's like a weird thing. Like, how often you talk about people's necks, I don't know. But so this is also a great thing, and this is going to come into play when we're playing together, which is the communication, the verbal and nonverbal communication. How clearly, how loudly can we articulate what we're going for, right? So sometimes, or a lot of times at the jam, I see, you know, the vocalists will get up there and they'll do their thing, but they're disconnected, right? And or they'll feel maybe they'll feel buried under the music, but the difference, aside from any technique or anything between an advanced musician and a novice or even intermediate, is their comfortability in managing that conversation. So like, you know, my favorite is Patti LaBelle being like, where my background? She's not playing with you. You know, like she's even like I'm not, okay, I've broken the fourth wall. I'm letting you know that there are most of my favorite videos are actually these videos. Have y'all ever seen What You Gonna Do, Brad? Do y'all know What You Gonna Do, Brad? No. Brad, what you gonna do? Brad, you don't know Brad, what you're gonna do?
I do know this.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's one of my favorite. Anyway, so Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I do know. I've seen this.
Okay, so there's a performance of Michael Jackson, and the musical director, the keys player, he messed up a cue or he messed up something, and MJ don't play that. You know, MJ's a Virgo. MJ was not playing that at all, but he didn't like stop the song. He's like, all right, we're in the song, but he's like, Brad, what you gonna do? And he said, job gone. Poor Brad. Brad just got fired in the most musical way in recorded history.
He did get fired. Did he actually get fired?
He absolutely got fired. That was done for Brad. People have, based on that moment, they've gone looking for Brad. And have gone to interview with Brad. Like, can you tell us what happened up there? It's like, yeah, I was fucking up and I lost my job.
Is Brad an alcoholic now?
No, I hope not. I didn't mean for this to be so sad. I thought.
You telling that story?
But anyway, the point is like, Mike is a professional, and one of the ways he's a professional is like he's communicating very clearly. So being able to communicate to the band, like you see me every week. Anytime you sing, you sing like, I'm gonna need you to quiet down. I'm not gonna yell. I'm gonna need you. And sometimes that's the skill. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not speaking, you can also articulate it. You know, you can look to the band and you can if they're not catching you, make sure they catch you. Do it with your foot. Do it with your hand. You know, do it with your neck, whatever way you need to articulate it, but making sure you're communicating that message of the groove, right?
I feel like if I make eye contact with anybody when I'm singing, I'll like absolutely lose everything.
Yeah, fair.
All the concentration went out the window.
Yeah, the second I'm like, oh, I'm being perceived. It's like, it's over.
Maybe you should like practice exactly that.
Being perceived?
Yeah.
Sing with your eyes
Well,
closed.
Yeah, we could all. Yeah, let's. You mind if we troubleshoot this for a second? No, I think this is good. So let's not start with overcoming our fears, because that takes a lot. We can get right. Breaking generational curses. Yes.
Can't do that.
That also, we can get to that point, and I think that's the practice of becoming a musician over time, or an artist of any kind. But before that, what are some ways that you could communicate to the band that you don't think would break your concentration? Do you think what do you think might be a way of doing that?
I'm happy to foot tap.
You're very happy to foot tap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like you can motion with your body. Maybe you even close your eyes. Do you close your eyes usually when you sing?
Yes.
Okay. So the world disappears.
Yes.
It's just you. You can even. This could even just be for you. You know, like I'm gonna set a tempo for myself. Don't even. But it'll have the nice side effect of communicating it to everybody else as well.
Okay.
Who aren't there.
And if your eyes are closed, you can't be perceived.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's
Yeah.
law of the universe.
Ostrich vibes. You ever? By the way, they don't really do that. You didn't ever see the cartoon? They always the ostrich always used to bury their head.
Oh,
But that's not even a real
That's
thing.
like-
That's just a Disney thing. That's like, or whatever, Warner Brothers. You never you seen
10
that?
years old.
Okay, yeah. Ostrich style. Okay. It's okay. So I think that's a good example. You know, to just think of some ways with your body you can communicate. All right, my friend.
All right.
Starts us off with something.
Ooh, that's.
It did seem like it was off.
All right, something.
I didn't see any lights. Aha, we're back. Wait.
Okay, cool.
No, hold on. Don't get too confident yet. Hold on.
Alright.
Damn it.
I mean, I'm happy not doing anything.
No. That's not the solution here. I just won't do anything.
I will hand her the mic. It's so fast.
Hold on. Nobody breathe.
Great.
Yay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, nice. Yeah, just a bit.
Keep that going for me. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I'll go for that. That's beautiful. All right, so once again, let me ask the class here. Do you feel like how confident do each of y'all feel about actually collaborating from that starting place? Does it feel good? Yeah, you feel good?
I like lead chords too.
Yeah, I shouldn't even ask the guitar player. I'm sorry. I slam the guitar so much. I'm sorry.
Are you?
The consequence is crazy.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. Like that was okay, and this is keys player to keys player.
Mm-hmm.
So that was beautiful. I wouldn't necessarily change the part, but I think this is where voicing really matters.
Yeah.
So what I find is the stuff I like the most is usually the things people have the hardest. Because everything I like to do are like these close things. You're not to say that was unclear. Like I could pretty clearly hear the bass, which I think is maybe the most important thing to establish. So I would just say if you come up with an idea like that and it seems like anyone's stumbling, like the bass player is stumbling, this is really what I'm concerned with. Because that's, once you have that and the bass, everything else can fall pretty easily into place, but the bass player has to find you.
Yeah.
And then like, if you have a good guitar player, they even if they don't know what your chord progression is, they can, they'll noodle or whatever. This is the guitar slider, it's crazy. They're like, no, they can add a part. Whether or not they're fully aware of what your chord progression is, but the bass player has to know what the bass is. So could you play that one more time, but can you try and make the bass part stick out?
I'll just get on to them.
Okay, good. So, right. It's not, it wasn't like a crazy hard thing to do, but I just want you to keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
If, like, okay, how can I make this idea, also, at this point in the music, because no one else is there, you have more of the frequency spectrum to play with, right? So might as well take up space. You can be full, it's gonna sound full, and then once the bass comes in, start finding your range so that the bass has more room to be bassy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That was great. Okay, so was that enough examples?
Yeah.
So also again, so Yusuf came to the last jam. We just met on Saturday. Their second time playing at a jam ever, right?
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
So I'm glad you followed up and coming here. So do you have any questions based on what we've talked about how to start an idea, or do you feel like you can come up with something?
I want to show you what I come up with because I just want to show you what I come up with and see if I got it.
Yeah.
I
Already.
I
Okay.
already told you what my foundation was, so I just automatically go to that. But it's more about like my fear without showing you is that there's not enough room for people to come in just because it's automatically fast. But I want to try and
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Why don't we'll just play it and we'll talk about it.
wait. Yeah, man, I should have just played it. I should have just played it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Talk about that. So, okay. First of all, I'll say that's a really cool idea. I like that idea a lot. But I feel like it's similar to, I think, what we experienced when you played at the jam, which is if it's almost the equivalent of like stumbling over your speech. So you can have the greatest message in the world, but if you're not, if people aren't quite clear, like they can't hear you, then it's, what is it, right?
Yeah.
So the idea is really strong, but it seems like you're having like a physical limitation at this point. So I see a couple, what do we think are a couple strategies to make this part work? What do you think they could do?
Take some notes out.
Okay, take some notes out. I think that's one great example. Anything else?
Or play a little bit more slowly.
Change the tempo. Okay, good. Yeah, those are like.
There's also like a kind of, from what I heard, there's like almost like a part A, part B to this whole part A, right? And you could just play the one half of the thing on repeat rather than having the variation.
That's a good point. That's good. At least just start.
Like instead of like.
Well, let's talk about
Like
that.
that? Okay.
Yeah, as an example. Yeah. So I mean, those first two things. That's a really good point, actually. The first two things were the ones that I thought of first off. So you said something when you're first talking about it being fast. Are you attached? You said, are you attached to it being fast?
It's my go-to, and it's weird because like it always takes, and that's one of the reasons why I like being here, because I want to do things as a musician the first time. Because even though I love playing fast, like it's pretty obvious. If I didn't already practice it takes me a second.
Right.
To just get the flow in my fingers, and then once the flow gets in my fingers, it's a lot easier for me to play. But that's not always how life works, and I want to like work on that.
I feel you.
That's like the intentions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always want to play fast. My entire musical career for like the last 3 or 4
Right?
years has been trying not to.
Like literally since high school, I've been like doing the same stuff, and the same stuff is just different variations of what you just heard. Just like a lot of like fast punk stuff.
Right. I think, wow, this is actually deep. This is a whole deep well that I'm gonna try and
Can
be
we play?
succinct on.
Are we sinking
Yes,
too deep?
yes. No, you know what? Because this is part for you specifically, Brian. The listening, having to listen to me talk is part of the lesson. That's like, as a guitar player.
Calling you about your instrument, that's crazy.
No, don't worry. I'm not gonna go off on a whole separate lecture about this, but.
Just a little bit of slander.
Yeah, this is just on the side, a little guitar slander. It wouldn't be a jam if I didn't or whatever. If one of my jams at least. So to that point, right? So yeah, first of all, I just in case like are you self-taught or have you had
I'm
you're
self-taught.
self-taught. Okay, so you've probably heard this a million times even without a teacher, but I will number one say if you want to go fast, you will have to go slow. And what's going to happen is over time, like if you want to play that idea, play it at a tempo that you can nail it at. And then slowly start slowly start moving up the speed. That's how it gets to the point you can get to the tempo you want to get to. So that being said, that's for your practice. But in the jam setting, what's most important again is like, okay, what can we clearly communicate? So if that's too fast for you, for now, we'll have to play something slower. Also, by the way, if you do like playing fast stuff, I love playing fast stuff too. But you do risk losing the rest of the band the faster you go, right? Like there are a lot of players who can go blazing fast, but they're not going to start there unless, again, they know that everyone can follow them, because it's more likely to fall apart. The faster you go, the more like free radicals you add to the, you know what I mean? Like you're just adding more like a higher chaos quotient the faster you go. So.
I don't know, a thought.
No, please.
Is like I love a good like complicated bass line. Isn't that just like then everybody else can pick a simpler part? Like if one part's, you know, fast and like.
Well, fast and yes, but it's like a ratio. So one, I would say what you were doing, I don't think that's gonna hold because it wasn't steady enough.
Yeah.
For the
I
rest
just
of
mean
us.
like if it was steady.
If it was steady, yes, but yes. You know what? Really what I'm saying is you're right, but that's why I'm saying it depends on who you're playing with, because a lot of people don't know that that's what they should do, and so then it might muddy up the situation. So that's also why I'm saying you start with something simpler, because by the end of the song you might get to that complicated. It has two effects. One, it allows things to be like everyone to find their place, and then two, it gives us a place to build towards. So if you start simple, by the end you might have a lot more notes, but find what your skeleton is, your skeletal structure. Does that make sense to you?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's try one more idea, and then we're gonna play together. Oh yeah. I'm not forgetting. We're gonna get you in there.
Same thing, or just like another idea that
No, just try. Actually, don't start with an idea you already have. Try and play something, even if it's one note. Choosing one note or two notes like we did at the jam session. Let's like find a bass line that is at a speed that feels comfortable for you to execute. That's great. That's a song.
This is what I think of in my head a lot. And then just like a crazy ass chorus that involves a lot of fingering that I can't think of right now. But yeah, this is usually like what I think of in my head when I'm playing bass.
Okay, great. So I think you should lead with things like that. It was something that you could manage to do. I think it had musicality, it had melody, and am I tripping to say we all feel like we could have joined in on that, right? Yeah. And then so for a jam especially, you know what I'm saying? That was a great part. So thank you. Let's clap more time. Okay. So, and thank you for the reminder, either way. But you're primarily voice, right?
I guess. I don't know. And as I'm sitting here, I'm like throwing words that I know, but like I don't know in the music sense. So like, I don't know music like that. I just love it. So.
No, that's okay. That's great though, and you don't have to know any of the quote unquote jargon to get involved here. But would you say that you like to? How do you usually express yourself with your voice?
Singing was first, yes.
Okay, singing, and you sing like not rapping, singing.
I rap.
You rap too. Okay, you rap too. Okay.
So
okay, bet. But you like to sing more, or rap more, or you like to
recently I have been rapping because I feel like I realize I just don't have a lot of control over my voice. Like I sound different every day. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, that's singing.
Yeah.
Singers, musicians who don't sing don't be realizing imagine if you were playing bass but you ate some cheese and now your fingers didn't work the same. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
It's like raining and I'm singing
Right, exactly. Like you know what I mean? Like it's a very sensitive instrument. Okay, but so just in brief, just try and come up. Can you try and come up with a small idea that we could start a jam from, like build a song
And when
from?
you say that, you mean like I have to sing on my own?
You want a mic? You got
Fuck. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, don't worry about it. We don't have to.
No, that was
No,
valid.
you're just that was how I
Yeah,
felt. I get that.
I'm
I get
sorry,
that so
I'm
much.
sorry.
Right.
For some reason, the mic definitely does it's more intimidating. I think.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So let me. I don't want to. Okay.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I'm not just gonna throw. I don't want to throw you in the water, or at least I just want to dip. I just want to dip you in. I don't want to just like. You know, so. All right. So let me give you a couple quick, just really quick, easy things to do.
Okay.
One, maybe pick one word. Just what's a word that comes to your mind right now?
Communication.
Okay, great word. Okay, there's a lot to play with there. Communication. Oh, so many syllables. Okay, so communication. And pick one note.
I heard her say that too for regarding the bass. This is the bass. Okay, yeah, they're all basses.
No, guitars.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So anyway, I'm just saying.
It's
And
like,
here's the thing.
what's a note? Like literally, like it's like.
Any pitch. Like, does that make sense? Does pitch make sense to you? Do you know what that means?
Like high, low, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So
okay,
literally,
cool, cool.
and you're starting by yourself, so no pressure. Like wherever you start, we're gonna meet you. You see what I'm saying? So just pick a note. You picked a word, communication.
Okay.
Pick a note, and then just make it rhythmic. Think about it like drumming. Think about it like rapping almost actually
I'm
with
only
pitch.
going to say this one word, or I have to
Just say this
go
one
for
word.
it?
Just say this one word in a rhythmic way.
Okay. Yeah, right. I'm sorry, I don't take myself seriously. Alright.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Okay.
Do you want me to give you an example to make it?
No.
Okay.
Because no, I'm really trying to do this. I'm really trying to.
No, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yeah.
Alright. Ooh. Communication. I don't know what else to do with that. I'm curious about how we communicate. That's
Okay, that was great. That was great. Okay, wonderful. And actually, you did some extra credit. You did more than
I feel like I did like that, whatever that was, the first was the communication. I just had to get it out first, then
interesting.
spin out.
So what's funny is, I could have listened to you say that
Like
20 more times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Communication.
Or like different variations of communication. Like it starts out like that, but then it just add about it.
Communication.
Yeah.
It's. I think it's pretty unanimous. Like if you had just, the only thing I think that was quote unquote missing, from the standpoint of like the band trying to join you, was establishing a little bit more of a steady rhythm. Okay, but the idea was really strong. I think your melody was really strong. I liked, again, the meaning. I feel like that's like a good starting place. It's an inspiring thing to start from. So, don't doubt yourself. Why don't we take that same idea? Can we just take that same idea real quick and now try and do it a little bit again? That's why I was saying like sing as if you were rapping, like communication, like feel the drum beat as you sing it, like imagine it in your head.
Can I go back now and try to do a rap then?
No. I mean you could, but keep this idea. Let's keep this idea.
Right,
Let's go down this road.
Right. I'm so curious and how we communicate, how we intervene.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop you. So again, I think you're coming up with great ideas, but I literally, and this is gonna help us all.
Yeah.
So before you sing anything,
Right.
I want you to imagine the beat. Like imagine,
It's
I don't know.
good,
I'm
That's what
personally,
I'm thinking about too. I'm like,
I'm hearing like Mary J. Blige, like you know what I mean, like classic hip hop or something. I mean hip hop in the sense of just a groove that you imagine you're singing to that drum beat in your head. How would you sing to that? Try and see if you can do that. Can you try that?
I'm so curious about communication. I'm so curious about communication.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so curious. I feel like after that, I mean.
Okay, no, that was great. That was great. Okay, and I'll just say this, and then we're gonna explore this more when we play together. But those first 2 times, perfect.
Exactly, that third one, and that's why I don't.
You didn't, but I want you to know you didn't have to change it. You could change it,
Yeah.
but when you stuck to that idea, again, that was a manageable communication that we could all join in on. I felt the groove, I heard the melody, we're in business.
Okay, cool.
Okay, all right, everyone clap for themselves. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. So I know that's like a long little process, but these are the things that I want us to be thinking about as we play together. Okay, so now I've yammered. All we need to do is start a jam and build on it, and let's see where it goes, and then we'll play for a little bit, and then we'll pick it apart. Okay, so we're gonna leave some space. Who wants to start? Since we all did that, anyone want to start an idea?
Can I do the one I already did?
No.
Damn.
Whatever.
Wait, hold on. Also, Brian, I feel like I appreciate that you all. It's starting to feel like, you know, in every TV show where there's one student and everyone's like, okay, what is the parabola besides Brian? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's giving that.
In school.
Okay, got you. Okay, cool. We appreciate you. But okay, does anyone else besides Brian want to start this? I'm gonna give someone else an opportunity to try something. Anyone else want to come up with something?
Yeah, I
Did you just volunteer? That's crazy. Oh, okay. This is one last thing I want to say, and this is the key. And okay, you'll start the idea, but there is a cheat code, which is you can be as a vocalist, especially, you can be like, I'll start the idea.
Drummer.
Hey, keys, can you? You did start the idea. You led the idea, so actually, Amelia started it.
No.
And then you did the background. And then you
She seconded the
Yeah.
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can probably get more. Oh.
What do we feel like worked? What worked?
I like where we started.
Okay. So you like the C. You like
Yeah.
the first idea. Okay. Cool. Anything else we like? What else do we like?
I felt like I liked both things that were going on separately, but I feel like there were almost two groups that kind of diverged. In terms of, I don't know exactly who was even doing what, but I almost heard two different things going on.
Right. Yeah. I will say, like, I like weird music, so like, low-key, I was like, oh, well, like,
You telling us.
somehow, in a way, I was like, I mean, it was giving avant-garde. Can we be fair? I think it was giving a little avant-garde. Like, the arrangement was giving avant-garde. Like,
It was like sad R&B-ish, you know?
yeah, but it was dissonant as fuck, though.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it was dissonant as fuck. And I was like, ooh, I was kind of trying to be a little wonky because I'm like, yes, like, it's like kind of like, it felt a little broken. Like now, so we're getting into like the performance art of it all, but like, I like that. But that being said, that isn't necessarily what we're usually going for. Like, we got lost somewhere. So can we talk about where we got lost, where we weren't meeting each other? Where do we feel like we weren't meeting each other? What wasn't working?
I can tell you, I'm personally not good at identifying what key someone is playing in and what to, like, how to match it.
So thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm much better at identifying rhythm than.
Actually, can we address that? And then I want to answer your question. Who feels comfortable finding the key? Raise your hand.
On an instrument or like?
Like by ear.
For you, it'd just be like singing in key.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, singing in key.
Okay.
Do we feel pretty comfortable finding the notes that seem to work? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Everyone raise your hand. Who says yes? And it's like, it's not important that, okay, cool. And then who doesn't feel comfortable? Because this is really, like, tell the truth. Don't try to be cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3. For keys. Okay. Important. Okay. All right. So yes, this is that. Sometimes I forget. It's like you've been doing something so long you forget. It's like, oh, okay. Not everybody's like comfortable with that. So can we talk about, for those who feel good finding the key? How do you go about it? How does it feel? What do you look for? How do you find the key?
I have very guitar specific advice.
Okay.
No.
Sounds great.
All right. Can you play something on the keys for me? It doesn't matter what key. You know the pentatonic minor scale? No. Oh, okay.
Fortune.
All right. We can probably still figure it out anyway. That sounds in key, right? Roughly, compared to this. I skipped a note, but you can basically just play notes. Any note that sounds out of key is surrounded by two notes that are in key. So every time you hit a note, that actually is not guitar specific. Every time you hit a note that sounds wrong, know that the two notes above and below it are in key.
Right, immediately the half step or the notes right above or right below. Right. Yes. See, it didn't turn out to just be guitar advice. Yeah, good general advice. Okay, so but let's investigate this a little further because let's not take for granted. How did it feel? How did you know that it was a note that was in key? How did you know?
I just did.
You just did?
It sounds good, is what,
It
right?
just feels right.
Yeah.
Honestly, and that seems silly, but yes. Like you have to, and it's important to know whether you have, unless you're tone deaf, like honestly, unless you're tone deaf, we all have this ability to feel that it, like the difference between, it's almost more like something that tastes sweet versus tastes sour. Okay, it's like that, and if it tastes sweet or if it feels calm or in place, it's likely in the key. So can I actually do you mind if I get on there for a second? So So we're just gonna exemplify this, and then I want us, because this is so important for any jam, right? Like, can we actually find each other? Can we find the key? Okay, so let's see. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to piano. Even though that did sound good. All right, I'm gonna go to my favorite. You can never get tired of C minor. I don't. The point is, okay, so it doesn't even matter. Let's just say I play. Actually, it doesn't even matter. No matter what I'm doing. So I'm doing a lot here, right? Okay. Okay, fair enough. But no matter what I'm doing, there is one note that's going to feel the most at rest, and it serves as the anchor for everything we do in a song. Okay, so God, I'm gonna try not to. I again, Brian, I apologize. You know, specifically to you, Brian, I apologize. I'll try not to go too long on this topic.
No, okay? It's good. It's good. I could learn to be unselfish.
Okay. That's crazy. This nigga thinks he doesn't need that. Anyway, you need this too, Brian. Listen, because listen.
How to find the key? No, I don't.
You know how to find the key, but so I just want to, but the way we conceive it, it's really important. What's good? Nice guitar. Yes.
Is there a way to like find the key without having perfect pitch and also without having to hit a wrong note?
First of all, I don't have perfect pitch. Let's start there. So to be clear, like most people don't have perfect pitch, and it is a series of wild guesses.
Okay, but like in a jam setting, I just feel like the more you like play wrong notes, the more it's like chaotic.
It can be, but we talked a little bit about this, so I'm gonna give you an example. So the point is, okay, no matter what I'm playing, so if I don't, or okay, it'll be easier if I do this. Brian.
What's up?
Why don't you play an idea for me? We'll do that thing real quick.
Play drums.
I need notes. I need melodic notes.
He just unplugged his guitar.
Okay, all right.
We can't free guitars.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'll tell you what, you start allowing 2 guitars at the jam, and I'll believe we can have 3 guitars here.
No, the point of this is, the reason I don't do it is the jam is exactly the reason I want to do it here.
That does make it make sense.
I will, but we one thing at a Anyway. Just play anything, Brian. So I just want y'all, this is the process. I want to be clear that this is my process, this is the process, and I'll try to explain how I'm thinking, okay? So first of all, oh, nice. Classic, it's like jazz. I think your guitar inspired him. Anyway. So I don't know what key he's in. Don't have perfect pitch. So what I'm gonna do is a couple things. I'm like, one, he chose a progression that has many chords. So I'm like, all right, there are many chords. All right. It's a progression I'm pretty familiar with, but I'm like, I don't know what key that's in. So the only thing I can do here, the 2 options I have is one, try and I kind of know the fretboard, so I can be like, okay, okay, that's B, okay. Like I can like maybe find some notes, but barring that, my only choice is to try to see what happens. Fuck around and find out. But now there's the thing, there are like better ways to fuck around and find, or more musical ways to fuck around. So here's key number 1, kind of in general. Like you can honestly, this is Jen, right? Yes. For specifically, this is for all of us, but for you, you can kind of brute strength a lot of musical situations purely with confidence. It sounds funny, but it's really, you can, and it really is, the more you're able to be in your confidence, All right, I always do this. I tell Ryan to play something and then I start going off on a monologue and then his like fingers get tired. Thank you, Ryan. But don't forget that idea.
Well, autumn leaves, so it'd be hard to forget.
Yeah, right. Well, that's just because that's so elitist of you. Anyway.
Elitist is like the most
First jazz song.
Hold on.
It's literally the first song.
I don't want to get distracted. Don't get me started on autumn leaves. I can't do it right now. We don't have time. Okay, but so, and I'm telling you, this is again, these soft skills. What I actually think is happening is about transmission of energy. Okay, so if you go on stage and you exude confidence, that is people. It's a reflection. So if you go up there and you're nervous, now they feel nervous, so they don't like it. If you seem anxious and nervous, and now they're terrified for you. Like hopefully, unless they're psychopaths, it's like you're gonna feel that energy, so people don't like that. But when someone goes up there, no matter how honestly, no matter how trash they are, but they're really believing that shit, singing all out of key. A lot of rappers' careers are based on this. Doesn't matter, but one thing rappers have is confidence. That's like a requirement. If you have enough confidence, you can overcome that. You know what I mean? In fact, oh baby, you got what I need. That song wouldn't even be as fire if he was singing on key. To me, when you say he's just a friend, oh baby, you. That shit is so fire. ODB, Bismarck, there's so many examples. Okay, but that confidence is what carries it. Okay, so the first thing is when we're figuring out the key, you have to, whatever note you hit, you should do this all the time. But especially when you're coming in, don't do what most of us do, which is like, now, Brian, please. I'm pretty sure. Oh, by the way, no. So no matter what I hit, oh, that is sour, right? Okay, but here's how it would have been worse. If I went, now I'm spiraling, and everyone notices. It's avant-garde, right? No. Perfect. Okay, you can stop again because I'm gonna talk too much. Okay, so that's exactly it though. That perspective change, right? Because if I play that and I say, okay, that's out, but it's a strong choice. If it's a choice versus like, fuck, it's a mistake. No, it's a choice. It's a very strong choice. I'm deciding to do something really out, but then if I'm able to be neutral about that decision, now I can make a better second decision. But if I panic, if I spiral, now we're falling down the mistake rabbit, quote unquote, the mistake rabbit hole. So, Ryan. Oh, he's getting bored, so now he's gonna change the idea. Sure. Okay, I still don't know what the key is, but I found 2 notes that are in there. Let's start that. So anyway, wrong. Okay. Okay, so listen, okay, we can stop. So it wasn't perfect, but simply, first of all, being like we're at a jam session, so we can relax. Like, I'm figuring it out. We're clear that's what we're all coming to. Like, we didn't rehearse this. Yeah. So that's number 1. So like, take the pressure off yourself. Number 2, you give yourself enough time to see, like Miles Davis would say, like, right, it's the next note that makes the last one right or wrong. Okay? So to your point.
So if you never stop playing.
Yes, no, honestly, because if do it
so
one
like
more
everyone
time.
stops and they're like, dude, what are you doing? But you just keep playing.
Yes. Like, no, seriously. Play a new idea. Play whatever idea you want. No, play a new thing. You only want to play a new thing when I don't want you to play a new thing. No, that's great. Okay. Okay, so whatever lick that was some jazzy shit. Oh. Okay, now he's changing. Wait, 6 to 1. That's for the performer. Okay, so that was not an ideal situation. But if okay, once I was like, okay, let me just stop there. Does that sound in key to you guys? Play the part again.
Yeah.
Does that sound like it would be in key to you guys?
Luna.
Does that sound in key to you? No. What about you? No, just tell me. Does it sound like it's in key? Okay, you don't know.
I think it does. I feel like you can like.
Interesting.
I feel like you can do something with it.
Okay.
But like, does it go to?
You're the avant-garde one. You're more out than I am.
Okay, actually, it's because I'm Indian classical trained. So like a lot of these scales are like these are not what I learned actually.
Okay.
So they sound avant-garde to you, but like in the Indian world, they're like basic as fuck.
Right.
Instead of this, or does that sound in key then? Don't you have like microtones in?
Wait, hold on. We can't get into carnatic. We can't get into carnatic music right now. That's a whole nother. Okay. Save that for the after part. You guys can have a whole discussion about it.
Stop.
Before the train, this train is leaving the station. Okay, the point no. Here's so Jen, because don't get distracted by all of the like terminology.
I'm not. I'm
Let's
serious about it.
I know. No, thank you. But I'm saying let's make this question clearer. So again, I was saying, okay, something in key is gonna sound sweet, or it sounds restful, or it sounds more at peace. Play that part for me. So when I play this, does that feel at peace to you? Does it feel sweet?
To me, I be feeling like anything can go.
That is true. Anything could go. Okay, wait.
I hit you right in your weakness.
No, yeah, they did. The subjectivity of it all. Listen, no, okay, but let me ask you, so just in comparison, please play the part, Brian. How does that feel in comparison to the last
That
note?
second note made it look better to me. Like whatever you did after that first sound.
Okay, right, so this
Makes sense.
versus this. Which of those feels
The first one on its own probably not.
the second one? Which one sounds like it's more in key to you guys? So even still, this one sounds more in key to you.
I just think the first one, if you played it in passing, I feel like you could make it sound like it's
Absolutely.
But
Okay.
like if you held it out, it sounds like ass.
Right. Okay. So right. And even if you can hold it out and make it work. There's a way to make it work.
Too far for me.
Okay. That's the line for you. Okay. Yeah. Actually, yeah. And again, don't want to go too far. But any note is correct, depending on how long you hold it. But being quote unquote correct is different than the question we're asking. Because really what I'm saying is we need to find our anchor together so that we can build on that. We need to start with the less spicy notes. Like the key center is really the not so spicy notes. There are all these other spicy notes that can make it a great dish. But right now we need our like.
Mayo.
No.
Please, let's not get racial. Let's not. Listen. No, right. Like the point, yeah. I was like, yeah. Like, we're going like we need our basic stuff. We need our flour.
Just say bread.
Yeah. We need something. What does everyone agree on?
Rice.
We need some rice.
Rice. Okay.
We can all agree on rice. Too political, bro. That was crazy. So we need our rice notes, okay? The foundation that we can build on and add some more titillating flavors, okay? Flavor profile, I suppose. Right? Yes. So this one is a super spicy. Play the part. Thank you. Which one feels like rice? This one? Raise your hand if this feels like rice to you. Okay, does this feel like rice? Now we're like, yes, now we're getting in our brains like, I don't know, nothing means anything anymore. It's like fried. What about this? What about this? Does this feel like rice?
Yeah.
Wait, do it again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
We all agree that that's rice?
3 more than 2.
Okay, this is great. Okay, perfect, Brian. I think this is the last time. I think. This is perfectly, and again, we're gonna play this. I think we've forgotten the idea by now, but it's fine. This is a perfect example, cause so like from a Western harmony perspective, simply put, there's only, I think of it in 3 positions. So you have your notes like this note, which is G. Play the part. Okay, so that's a chord tone. I know that's a chord tone because the chord tones feel the most at rest. That's actually the key center. But this note also feels like settled. Okay, so that's definitely rice. That also is pretty settled. Okay, those are your rice notes.
By chord tone, you mean the 3rd and 7th? Or...
1, 3, 5.
1, 3, the 1, the 3, the 5. Actually, more than even the 7. Like these notes just feel very restful. It can be a 7, but those are very restful notes. Now, okay, so then you have your layer up in that. I'm not a chef, so I don't know what I should call after rice. I don't know, your protein or some shit.
Chicken.
It's actually, it's really important to the dish, but it's a
The size?
Sauce?
it requires more. It's just, this metaphor is falling apart. The point is, play the part, Brian.
We're all trying
Okay, this note. Okay.
Yeah, wait, just pick up, sorry.
Okay, now y'all were unsure if this was rice. That was this. You were like, is that rice? That's definitely in the key, but it is not a chord tone. That it feels that way because these are what's called an extension. So these notes are like additional flavors. So let's just imagine the bass is rice, and then these are rice, and this is more like salt. It adds to it, or salt or sugar. It adds color to the thing, or it accentuates the color of the thing, but it's nothing crazy. Does that make sense to you guys? So I'll give you an example. Just play E minor. Just play E minor. Just strum out E minor. Okay, so I told you these are your rice notes. Okay, but then you have your color tones, and it sounds more like. Okay, so what's happening there? Those are your extensions. Those notes feel a little bit more lifted. They can add like more color to the music, but they're not the bass. The bass, the foundational piece. Okay, does that make sense to everyone so far? Do we feel clear? Chord tones, extensions. Okay, lastly, and then we'll move on. Then we have our favorite note. Okay, those are what are considered your outside notes or your blue notes or the notes that aren't in the key. Now those notes also work, but oftentimes maybe I'm gonna just look at you every time. Those notes also work, especially in Carnatic. I'm sorry, no. So those notes work, but they're spicy. So because they're spicy, and this is important, because they're spicy, if you put a lot of it, like if you just dump a chipotle or a fucking ghost pepper in there, you do a lot of that, it's like you might cough. You see what I'm saying? Now we're getting into very rugged territory. And maybe that's what you're going for, but that's the purpose they serve. Okay, thank you, Brian. Thank you. So, just to be clear, no wrong notes, but you get over time you get comfortable knowing what position a note role it plays. So what we were doing felt like you had a really strong, you were giving us like rice with some like Himalayan salt or something. Like it was giving chord tones plus extensions. I'm sorry, I told you this and now it's falling apart. So it's giving like strong. You two, you guys were definitely like giving, like rice and protein. Like you were giving like, okay, we have a solid meal, I think there was some umami in there, whatever. But then somewhere along the way, we also then somebody was like, they threw some jalapeno, like a lot, just the jalapeno seeds, you know, that's where the spicy part is. Just like, they just put a bunch of they just like, you know what I mean? And now we're like, oh shit, like it snuck up on you. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's where we kind of fell apart. Okay, enough talking shit, Jesus. So this is what we need to do.
I think it's like the pineapple on the pizza. It's like some people like it,
Don't.
some people don't like
It kind of is, but don't. We can't get into a pineapple pizza debate.
Where is it going at this point?
Huh?
No, I was wondering, where is this going?
No, trust me. I always land the plane. Sometimes we're circling the airport, but eventually it does land. Okay. So, and this is important because this, can I be honest? This is where we fell apart. It wasn't that mysterious. Wherever you were and where you were, we're not together. So we need to make sure that we can find the key, and that if we're not in key, we can adjust.
My version changes key centers. Should I do something else that like stays in the same thing?
Yeah. So this is where. So we just gotta. So
you were changing key centers on us.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bruh.
No, but this is that's yeah. So okay. So that's yes. I would say so.
What does that even mean?
Like it started there, and then it went.
Yeah, so it changed scales, which means it makes it a little like harder to catch.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
I'll
stick
do
in one key. Okay, Roland, hold on a second. So yeah, come up with something simple that's in one key. Crashing because we were doing it all at once. So give it enough space. Who wants to add on to this?
But the first row hasn't played yet.
Oh.
Okay, no pressure.
I believe in you.
Zero pressure. No pressure. Keep going. Stay in the flow. Confidence. Remember confidence.
Not sweating at all.
Okay. I want you to keep going until you find something that feels settled. I also think you probably need to tune. Okay, let him tune. You give him the tuner, Roland.
Oh, thank you.
And Roland, actually, if you can play something, and we'll add on. Okay. Keep playing that. All right. Bring the volume down just a little. Okay. So what you're doing, yeah, just keep that part going. So what you're doing is, I would consider high risk.
No.
Because you started with chords. And that means the chances that you're gonna miss or it's gonna sound way out is much higher. So I would recommend try starting single line. So come up with something that's just single note. Okay, good. Now let's take it up a notch. You're getting there. Can you try and play in a little higher register? Can you play some of the higher strings? Okay. All right. Let me stop y'all real quick. Okay. So where we are. Admittedly, we're getting stuck in sometimes it just flows and sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay. But that's what this is for. It's better we do it here than at the jam, right? So what's happening is, it's crazy because again, the battle's with us. music isn't hard, we are. We're complicated, we make things difficult, we try to do too much, we want to be impressive, whatever our reason is, that's usually the problem. When I'm fucking up, it's because I am making that thing difficult. I'm stuck for some reason. So how do we unstuck ourselves? So the main thing here is like, and I honestly, I'm sorry, Brian, without going on to every time I start philosophizing.
Okay, you hear that too, right? What is that?
Is it playing itself?
Is it boom, boom?
Someone, were you playing?
It's my phone. That was
Oh!
I was so confused.
I was trying to figure out what
I know you're not.
Thank you for making that face. Who is calling?
Yeah.
my sister, guys.
So in short, nice. I'm assuming you have a good, anyway. A good relationship. Later. All right. So, but again, it's mostly about overcomplication, and it would be more. It is. I'm just trust me on this. It's more useful you do the simplest thing you can imagine that sounds nice than anything else. And then in the course of the jam, it will build, it will blossom, it will expand.
Wait, can I give a little guitar advice? This is actually advice that you originally gave me.
Okay.
I got my first jam. But it's just like, pick one note. So like, I know
Yes.
that you don't like it when we tell each other what key we're in or what chords we're playing, but can you just tell us what key you're in?
Yeah, I'm in like C minor.
Alright, so you're gonna pick a C, right? And just come up with like a kind of like sparse rhythm and just play that really repetitively and then build from that. Like pick another note from there. But just like start really slow, just with the C, right? You're just playing the root note and you're really just focusing on the rhythm and playing that note. And then like once you get comfortable with that and it sounds good as a group, then move on from there.
It's good advice. That's almost something I would. Yeah, no.
You literally gave me this advice.
Yes, I know exactly.
Because that was at the first jam I ever went to and I was fucking up.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, yeah. This is, and I'm telling you, this is the crux of learning music. This feels like the crux of learning almost anything. Finding the smallest nugget that you can hold on to that works, and then moving out and coming back, moving out and coming back. So I always use two-step, as that's the way I say it, like in dancing. The difference between someone who can dance versus can't dance usually starts with, you have one go-to move that works, right? Because no matter what, if you get lost, you can come back to that move. But most of the time, what I see us doing at the jam, we're spinning and flipping and breaking our neck, and I'm like standing there like, no, please, just start with a two-step. If you try a spin move and it doesn't land, it's okay, because you know you can fall back into your two-step and you're still dancing. Okay? So that's basically what C represents in this case. Just play one note or two notes that work, and if something doesn't work, you go back to the note that does. And so now again, we're getting back to it feels like a choice versus a mistake. You know what I mean? You always land back, it resolves itself, so it feels good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that again. So you play those chords, and just pick one note. I'm just gonna hold this down. That was music to me. No shade, but that was music, right? It didn't feel like I wasn't like twitching, like trying to figure out what was happening. I was like, okay, cool. We're establishing an idea, and it was in the simplicity. That's the challenge. Again, we're complicated, but once you got simple, you're gonna start exploring during the course of the jam. But you started with something that laid the foundation. That was your two-step. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, let's build on that. So.
Go.
This is our song now. Play your part. Okay, can you add a note? Right.
5, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, and we're gonna keep just building on this. This is great. Okay, stop for a second. So, we're building, and here's the funny thing. And fuck what I say, go listen to Victor Wooten or any, but they'll say it's like, don't lose the groove at the sacrifice. Don't go reaching for a note and lose the groove.
Right.
So, honestly, when you were just, ding,
That sounds like
It sounded lovely.
it was like, that shit was so clean, like it felt so good. And when you and honestly, I would be more impressed.
Okay.
If you came out there and you were just like, ding.
Wait, can I give another little bit of unsolicited advice?
You're going to.
No, if you told me no, I wouldn't.
No.
Alright. As a reformed shredder,
Yeah.
Shredder, love that.
Shredder's Anonymous, yeah.
you like think that playing something really complex, either chord-wise or like shredding, is really impressive, but you can put so much skill and emotion and like just energy into and like focus into playing something really passionately, just like a single note. And that can be just as impressive if you do it really, really well. And I know that like sounds crazy. Like it sounds like how could a single note, but if you really just like, you could see like some famous bands and they have a guitarist that like by technical standards is not that good, but there's some reason that people come out to see this band. And it's just because they're playing what they're playing with conviction. Like you can play one note and play it incredibly well.
This is why we get along, Brian. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't say it better myself. Yeah. So yeah, just put all your feeling into that note, and then maybe pick pick a second note. Maybe. Yeah. Honestly, but we're building a song, so we're doing great. Okay. Please. Yeah. No, we're gonna turn this into. After all of this build-up, we have to have a whole thing. Okay. And everyone's we're gonna have harmonies. It's gonna be that. Okay. Oh, that slide. Yes. We're gonna be doing a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4 and coming back. Okay, so without going to the whole thing about this, but yes, another way to say what you were saying is articulation.
Okay.
Right? So the fact that you slid into it the first time when you nailed it.
Yeah.
That shit hit, right? Because so when you think about it, it's like, oh, I don't even need another note. There's a million different ways to play this one note. The difference between like a ding versus ding, like there's so many different ways to play
You
that
could go
one
2 frets
thing.
under and bend up to the note. Yeah.
Yeah, you could play it in octaves. You can there's like a million varieties, but all those textures and things that and I it's actually that simple. Right. Okay.
Hey,
all right.
I'm so sorry to do this. How much was that Hello Kitty guitar? Because I've always wanted one of those.
It is really cute.
So I bought it before.
Can we do this afterwards? Put it in the group chat. All right, let's. But we're gonna get to this song, damn it. 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. It's time for another layer. Okay, very nice percussion, Brian. Okay. Now you said yes. We need bass. So let's see if we can work this out.
Let's see if I can do this.
So pick any note and let's determine if it's rice or if it's jalapenos. Okay, I need you to turn up.
Oh wait, no, sorry, not that time. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, is it possible for everyone else to turn down a little bit and for you to turn up a little more?
I'm at the highest I can go here.
Okay, cool. So then everyone else turn down a bit. Okay, I want us to say, let's see if I'm gonna ask you first. No one answer. Play your notes, and I want you to tell me whether you feel like it's a spicy note or a rice note.
Let's hear
You
it.
want us to keep going?
Yes, please.
It's
Everyone
like
else
very
keep going.
softly.
Okay, go.
1, 2, 3, and just do what you were doing before. Take that first note you played. Okay, just play that note over and over. And everyone keep playing. Just hold what you're doing. Okay, you said to you, does that sound like a spicy note or does it sound like a rice note?
Pressure. Okay.
Just an opinion. It's all subjective.
Kind of spicy. That's why I won't
Okay,
be
now
honest
play
with
the second note.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay, everyone play. Does this one sound sweeter to you? Like, does it sound like a rice note or does it sound like a spicy note?
Sounds sounds more ricey.
More ricey, yeah. I agree. So that's where you should be trying to focus in. Okay? So play that note for us. Everyone should pump it up a little bit, just a little bit.
Wait.
Okay, now try and find a second note that is that also sounds ricey to you. Oh. Okay, good. All right, everyone stop for 1 second. Okay, great. So that's a good starting place. So for you, my recommendation would be sit at home and listen to music. And I want you to don't do anything complicated. Just try and pick one note and literally each time asking yourself, does this feel like a ricey note? Or does it feel like a spicy note? Or does it feel somewhere in between? And really, a lot of the time, because when you get beyond all this theory, it's about tuning yourself, being able to trust your feelings and instincts about music so that you can adjust. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So no matter what, I'm telling you guys, like all this theory shit, it won't fucking save you. We've seen it a million times. You can learn everything from every book, but if you can't feel it and you can't hear it, it ain't gonna do it for you. So what you do is slowly just listen to music and see if you can find notes. There's like a bunch of them in any song. There's a bunch of them that are gonna sound ricey, and then there are ones gonna sound spicy. And then try and find the patterns of the ricey notes. The ricey notes are the key. So if you find the pattern of all the ricey notes, those are the notes that you're going to use that are also going to sound in collaboration with the other musicians. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
No, please. Your tone suggests there's a feeling there.
The tone is indicating like failure, but at the same time, there's no real not in like I hate myself type way, just more in like, dang, I thought I got it. I thought I actually had it, but no. But that's okay. That's what this is all about. But yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into a whole what got it means, because none of it. This is one you're gonna feel that forever.
But no, that's like so cool because now you know exactly what to practice.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is like such a win. I would love for someone to constantly be like, actually, this is what you need to do. Not that.
Yeah. You know what the next step is, you know. So it's not failure, as you said. It's just, but you've actually arrived at the next challenge. So yeah, just take music, anything you like listening to. And by the way, don't be ashamed to just like on YouTube. YouTube is such a great resource for like, okay, does someone already know how to play this? If you all don't even know like the notes yet, just follow their, look at their hands. And over time, the more you imitate other people, your ear will get tuned to, oh, this is a ricey note versus a spicy note. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that, but for tonight, we're going with it. We're looking for the ricey notes.
Kind of
Okay, so you wanted to play drums really badly,
Oh,
right?
like drums? I don't know. Do you want me
I'm
to?
down.
Alright.
Yeah. Can I? Do you mind if I play a little bit? Don't go nowhere though, because I want you to like watch.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see me fumble around because I'm not primarily a bass player nowadays.
I'm just gonna like sit over here so I can see you.
Okay, so let's watch me fumble around. Everyone play. Please. And I haven't neglected. I'm sorry. The vocalists have been like, you guys have been really patient. I don't know how to work this fucking.
Is that the amp, the bass amp?
The bass amp.
I've never succeeded at getting it to work before, so
Oh,
that's
kind of
progress.
It's been obviously I've been trying to figure it out.
Also, we could potentially switch out that wireless for the 1/4 inch and see if the 1/4 inch is losing power somehow.
I mean,
the what's it called, the wireless.
This is good enough.
it's
This is good enough.
charged.
No. Let's not get into a tech support problem. That's good enough. That's more than loud enough.
That's good.
Right. Don't worry about it. Bro, go back to the drums, please. Go back to the drums, please.
Get out of here.
Thank you. Please. Back to the drums.
I think you just turn like the drive on.
Okay, so alright, so now we have all of our harmonic parts. So now we need to establish things with the voices, okay? I don't want us to go one at a time.
The ones in my head.
I want us to see if we can work together as an ensemble. So who wants to be lead?
Right now it's not gonna be.
That's what you get for doing it.
And you said what I want you to pay attention to, by the way, because it's only 2 chords. Okay, so I found those 2 notes. You found those 2 notes too. It's just like when you play them. And then I want you to just watch my hands because I add some stuff to it, but at the end of the day.
I saw that. It was
okay.
I saw like an A1 and then he went to like E2 and then
Just watch and we'll get into a little bit more of it later. But okay, so who's leading? You, yeah, it was you, okay. Pick up your weapon. Yeah, that's for a vocalist that is, you know. Weapon of choice. Okay, so yeah, this bass isn't going crazy loud, so we're just gonna have to use dynamics. Okay, so let's try. No, so the only thing I'll say now is let's try to approach this like a song. So let's start and build up. Okay, let's not all come in at once this time. Let's just start to build into it, and then when you feel comfortable, you start an idea. Yeah. Why do we feel like that wasn't coming together? Do you have any ideas?
I was not playing this in the same thing as much. I was definitely going a little more out.
This is the eternal struggle.
Yeah.
It's like meditation. Like can I play the same thing, or do I go, well, what if I, you know what I mean?
All these other notes.
Right.
all the time.
Okay, so that's one thing. Anything else we noticed?
I think I was trying to do sort of more like a very light intro, but because of that, there was no like rhythmic definition, so we all came in pretty flat, and there was kind of no.
Right. I think that's on the money. It didn't have to be you, but it had to be somebody.
Yeah.
And this is a mentality shift for you. This is really important. So you are the boss. This is, and don't let us vocalists hear this, but you're the boss.
I thought the bass is.
No, that's harmonically. That's different.
Okay.
If you are timid, everything else
Got it.
Like you have to
We
set
were a
the
little
tone.
too low dynamically for me to. I don't know. I was struggling to play that quietly, but I'll just not do that this time.
Right, because you're not. I think if you're a guitar player or like there's a lot of situations, but like you're not in response to. You are setting the tone.
Yeah.
So it's good to be a sensitive drummer, but you still also have to be very comfortable taking charge, because if especially because this happens all the time. The keys or the guitar, a lot of times they won't do it. They just won't. So it's gonna be.
Okay, it's gonna be me.
Yep. All right, let's go.
Do you just wanna?
Okay, not bad.
Also, hold on.
Where's the?
Yep, that's the snare. Also, do the thing. Do the. Come on. Okay, this is a whole nother song now. We're getting double time. So
Yeah. I'll do that.
I like the tempo though.
Yeah, no. I'll do the original tempo. I'm just trying to make it more interesting. Okay.
Okay.
See, this is it. Don't make it more interesting. Don't do it. Not yet. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm gonna be less mystical about this. So to me, at this point, we just get, you know what I mean? So you were getting married, so that's number one. So there's only two possible solutions. Either we all turn down, which we probably should be doing, or you get louder, which is dangerous. So I will say, it can be. So I will say, like, projection is an important quality to work on, but not at the risk of like hurting yourself. You see what I'm saying? So in a case like this, when we have a soft singer, which happens all the time, we do have to find, and this is great practice, Brian. So you need to be softer, but not too soft. Like, you can't lose intensity because you're going softer. Okay? So I'll suggest play a cross stick as opposed to the snare. Yeah, just try to maintain. Don't lose definition in the notes, but try and make it softer. And then I think guitars, as per usual.
Don't say sorry unless you actually are.
Just turn the knob.
Let me turn my amp. I'm already at 1.
You're already at 1?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's keep it going. Wait. Keep going?
Alright. Keep this going.
Oh, one more
Are
time?
we ready?
Wait, can I
He doesn't
say
look
something?
ready.
I have a thing to add.
Okay.
I think I was like waiting for my choir to like take the motif and then hold it down so I could switch.
Yes.
But I felt like it didn't happen.
Well, so what would you like them to do?
So like either one, right? It's like give in, give in, give in, give in. I feel like that's an easy thing to like say in the background and harmonize. So like one of you could like pick a different give in, give in, give in, give in, give in, give in, give in. Like you can each pick one or something, you know, so that then I was like trying to like sing it loud long enough to where you guys picked it up, but then I felt like it didn't happen. But yeah.
Yeah, did you look at them when you, so that's, by the way, that's just,
Oh, I did
can
look
you
at
like giving, like do this thing.
That word.
Giving, like
Okay,
suggest.
okay.
So, but yes, but
No,
we're in rehearsal,
didn't
so
lead.
this is perfect.
I
Okay.
will lead better.
I think I was singing.
Yeah,
it's
you did,
fine.
yeah.
I think it's challenging unless I'm really projecting with all the.
Absolutely,
be
absolutely.
heard.
I don't want you
So
to,
I
yeah,
don't know what's
don't
the
hurt
right
yourself in
situation
this
there.
context. I didn't realize I was gonna need so many mics. But for now, don't do it beyond
We'll do it so
what's
you can
comfortable.
But also like
Don't
keep
do
it
it close to you.
going. Because I feel like you like change the idea
Yeah.
every once in a while. So like I feel like you should just like pick one.
Stick
and,
with
like,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
then we can all build because there's like 4 of us.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Actually, would you
4
mind
ideas. would be
going
a lot.
over there with them?
Join the party.
Yeah, join the party.
I can stand.
No, I'll stand.
Both of you sit.
No, I'm standing. I'm stretching.
No, this is good. This is good leadership. This is good.
Sit down.
I'm standing.
All right. The power's already gone to your head.
I want to stand here up for the singing.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah, technically, maybe all of you guys should stand. For your diaphragms, you know?
Let's try.
Huh, I like it. Human music. Okay, great. So look, so we built a foundation. I think that sounded beautiful. I think everyone sounded beautiful. Give it a hand.
Let's go.
So all right, and I'm sure I'm pushing time, but it's fine. What time is it right now?
It's like 9:15, 9:13.
9:14.
Pretty good.
Wait, yeah.
Not bad. Do we want? I'm 15 more minutes. Do we want to try and push this more, or are your brains melted?
I just want to redeem myself.
I'm down.
There's
Yeah.
nothing to redeem, but yes, we're gonna get you back on this base. We down for like 10 more minutes, like trying to
I kind of have to head out, and I hate it. I feel like I just like.
You just got in the mix.
Yeah.
No, but thank you for
like
coming.
that.
No, thank y'all so much.
We should do park jams at Maria Fernandez.
Yo, actually, guys.
Vote on that.
By the way, guys, while
There's a block party tomorrow. Is that what you're gonna say?
23rd, I thought.
well, not tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow's Friday. Saturday.
Oh, fuck, I have to work tomorrow.
Oh
That's like so fast.
Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone, literally at this address, my block is doing a block party. So if you want to come around at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna like set up and we're gonna play music on the block, and it'll be fun. It'll be with all the neighbors.
Wait,
So
today? Saturday.
Saturday during the day, 3 o'clock.
Nice.
But yeah, and I'm glad you came and you sounded beautiful.
I am so glad I came to.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Dude, you
it.
sound like Cynthia Erivo.
Ooh, that's a big compliment.
Like your
From
your
Wicked.
tone.
Elphaba.
From Wicked.
Oh no, that's
Cynthia Erivo.
crazy. I thought you
Your
said somebody else.
tone
Okay,
sounds
that
so
was beautiful.
That's a big compliment.
That's a
right.
beautiful compliment. I refuse to accept. At this point, thank you so much.
Thank you. I
I
hope.
hope all of
If
y'all.
you have any
Yeah.
questions on, we talked about a lot. So if you have any questions, holla at me.
You like
Feel free, for real. Feel free to
Nah,
holla at
thank
me.
you. Bye.
Wait, why are you
What are you
stop?
gonna do?
What?
We're gonna beatbox.
What?
Do it.
Oh, you gotta do it now.
No.
You gotta do it.
now.
So now,
We have
okay.
15
So
minutes.
now I feel like this is about us. Like, how do we take it up a notch? Are you tired of playing that same part yet?
Slightly. Yeah.
Oh, this is a real
Just a
question.
little bit.
How do we one and all transition to a B section? Is that my job? Do I just start singing new shit? And then, like,
I don't think that's a tonight thing.
Okay. Because I feel like.
All right, I'm the teacher. You're right, but I do think, but in brief, I will answer that. I feel like, so first of all, it's like, what is a B section, right? But simply put, like a lot of music, if you have a new melody, that can become a B section.
Yeah.
Even if the chords are the same, that doesn't have to change. But if you change, yes. That's maybe the easiest way to lead a B section.
I don't want to cause chaos because I feel like we found some groove, but.
True, but that's really, I think. So, but that's really, in a way, that's what a lot of this is about. It's kind of like risk assessment, honestly. It's like, okay, how do I find my grounding? But then if you sit in it too long, now you're like, all right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to find your grounding, but then you're like, okay, so, well, can I try this? And, ooh, that worked. Ooh, that didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, let me go to that thing that worked. And you're like building, okay, you're like finding little things, and then over time it starts to like, you have a mountain of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's like the process. So you could do that, but just like, if you're gonna do that, I think we should say fuck it and try it. And we may like fall off the
Because everyone
track.
was like looking down too, so I was like, there's no way for me to like, well, I guess I could have looked.
No, there's a couple things you can do. You could be like, everybody! You can like literally, I'm telling you, this sounds silly, but like, think about it. James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, they will talk to you. They're not talking around, they're not like trying to do, they're not like throwing gang signs. They're like, bass, I need you to, they will sing at you. So don't feel afraid to do that. Everybody, look at me!
Yeah, I'm afraid to do that.
I look forward to it, honestly, now. Okay, all right. Let's get you back on the space. Remember, so it's just this note. Okay, and that note. Just that and that. That to that.
Let's do this.
Got it.
Oh,
Don't go ahead.
third time.
That's the character of a well-played bass, you know? It's gonna have to
Right?
give a character.
A well-used ceiling as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes you feel any better. Jimmy.
Right, are you done?
Music
You feel-
records
you
on
feel-
this guitar.
I just feel like you would do a better job of this, and it's about the collective.
Brian, you want to sing?
and then he'd skip. You know, I've thought about it, but no.
Get in the choir. We lost a singer. We need a tenor or a
Can I be
bass.
like a backup dancer instead?
I want to see that too.
I was thinking like literally in here.
Yeah.
How? It doesn't come out the harmonize with the fucking. Alright.
Okay.
Do the Soldier Boy.
Okay, so here's what we'll do real quick. I'm gonna just try and give us each a little more jalapeno, okay? so voices. So here's my thoughts. So you established something really nice, and I wasn't actually paying attention close enough. Telling the truth, I didn't hear a harmony. I guess was there a harmony?
For like a second and a half.
Okay, cool.
There was a couple more than a second.
Yeah,
Hold on.
No, I feel like they were in there.
It's
But honestly, I think that was great first instincts because people underestimate the power of unison. So start there, because now again, you two-step. Okay, we sound good. Cool. And then if you hear a note, don't go for a note unless you hear it. But if you hear it, add to it. So I feel like now the challenge is like, can you guys lock in?
Very quiet, bro. Never mind.
This is bad energy. You can't just be sweeping.
Mary Poppins shit.
Yeah. All right, Dick Van Dyke. Okay, so but anyway, so I would say you guys' challenge now. Let's see if we can. All right, let's play around a little more. Let's see if we can try and find a harmony. Maybe if again, make sure there's like good eye communication. Be like, okay, I'm gonna go for something here. All right. So we're not doing it at once because that also makes it more likely there's gonna be a train wreck. Sometimes it'll be beautiful, but other times maybe it'll be weird. You know what I mean? So just like, I'm gonna take it. You know what I mean? Okay. And then I'm gonna encourage you. I want you to just stretch your phrasing a little more. I want you to go a little more wild. I know. Yeah, that face is exactly what I want. I want you to try and stretch the phrasing. What were you saying most of the time? I'm gonna tell you. What were you saying most of the when you were singing?
If I give it my all, would you give in?
Okay. Nice.
They were all versions of that phrase, that's it.
Okay, so I'm gonna need more words. I want you to take that, like think about this like a vamp, and I want you to, if it would say what was the phrase you were going for again?
If I give it my all, would you give in?
Okay. I'll just give a quick example. Alright, everyone play the 3, 4. Okay, can y'all do your part? Right? Okay, now do what you were doing.
Would you give in, give in? If I give it my all, would you give in, give in? Give it my all, would you give in, give in? If I give it my all.
Okay, now keep it going. You stop. Y'all keep going. Keep getting. You can do a couple things. Give it my all. What would you do? Would you give it all out? See what I'm saying? Right? Like, trying to extrapolate everything. Like, what would you do? Would you walk out the door? Would you stay a while? Stay the night? Maybe until the morning? Hey, I can make eggs. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Wild out a little bit. Be honest. Like, be honest. Like, talk, whoever you're talking to, really talk to them. And just put notes behind it. Yeah. If you want to. You motherfucker, I need to know. What would you do? I'm serious. You keep going. 1. Yeah, don't lose the groove. You motherfucker. I need to know, what would you do? Would you give in? Would you give up? Would we give out? I don't know, I need to know right now. You see what I'm saying? Try and build it, tell them the truth. All right, yeah, no, listen. Okay. Okay, so your challenge is to push it. Okay, I'm sorry. Everyone stop for 1 second. Okay. So do we feel clear on our assignment? And we're just gonna after we do this little, then we're just gonna go and we're gonna see where the night takes us, and then we're gonna call it. Okay. So you said you were bored.
Yeah. Well, not in those words.
It's okay. Either way, you could use those words or other words.
Okay.
But what do you feel like stuck?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So really quickly. And guys, I do want to say this. I know, like sometimes, I want to encourage everyone not to get too centric on your instrument. Maybe everything won't make sense to you, but I really encourage you to try and tune into what's happening with the other players because it will add up. Right now, you may not absorb all of it, but let it wash over you. And ultimately, the more you have perspective, the other player's perspective, the more it will add up to your playing. You'll make better choices, and that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Because we're playing together.
Are you gonna play the drums?
I will. Why? Did you want to play? Is that what you were? No. Only because this is. I'm sorry, but literally the lesson here is you're like, I'm bored. I need to do something else. I'm gonna give you something else to do, but not drums. That's a whole nother night.
Guitarists
Okay.
play drums.
You said what?
Guitarists always want to
Every rehearsl is over the minute the guitarist gets on the drums. So yeah. I'm not even trying to be shady. This is just a well-known fact. The minute someone says, "Hey, what are we eating?" or the guitarist gets on the drum set, the rehearsal is over. So maybe in 10 minutes because we're gonna end. All right. So the part was what was it?
It was just like 5 to 6.
Right.
Like 5 sus.
Both sus?
No. Well, I think minor. Yes, sus to minor. Yeah.
Okay. So a couple things. Can we guitar players? I guess just guitar section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Yes, asking y'all to hold the rhythm down. Yes. Okay. So anyway, so here's some simpler and then harder ideas. Okay, simpler ideas. Number 1. So you have okay. So yeah. Okay. So the first thing I would say is there are fancier voicings, but like start with whatever your main voicing is. Okay. So that's what I'm choosing, right? First of all, you could just do this if you know.
Yeah,
right?
That sounds nice.
And then from a comping perspective, now start adding it up. Right? So simple melodies, right?
Yeah, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a simple way to start adding texture and movement, right? Okay, that's the easier way. Yeah, keep it going. 2. Okay, so also just two-handed, honestly.
Yeah.
Spreading the hands out. Right. That was starting to veer into solo territory. The main thing I would say is just try to make sure the hands are coordinated together, and that's going to make it sound more like the voicing. Now we're getting into the rhythm, Tara. Still bored?
No.
Okay, no, be honest. Okay, so those by itself will give you more ammo.
Yeah, I can never do all that.
And then you can do runs and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the one thing I will say, the last thing I'm gonna say, this is where how I approach like passing chords and stuff. So something like this. I'm thinking about the surroundings.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like so if I want to go.
Yeah. Nice.
Right, and there's a lot of options here, more out options or sweeter.
Yeah.
All right, that's a little. I'm sorry. All right, hold that down, guitars, one last time, and then we're gonna all play together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now the trick here is, to be clear, and I've been working on this. If you're down here, everything's gonna sound like hell.
Yeah.
Right. So you know, if I do any of the things I was doing, right? If I go. Oh, sorry, wrong side. Wait, hold on. That might work. I'm being stupid on purpose.
Yeah,
but
you can get it.
The important thing is, and it seems so simple, but for some reason people overlook this. Literally the frequency range makes all the difference, because when you're down here, this is bass. When you're here, it's tenor. And sometimes tenor voices are nice, but you need to be more like up here. And now that bass, it's not a bass anymore. Right? So you have much more flexibility. Okay, so the point is, if you're like, versus, you see how already there's like more flexibility? Okay. Even when you go out, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't disrupt the groove much. So we'll just land it there. But the whole points, melodies in the right, coordinated with the left, different rhythmic choices, and then frequency range, voicing stuff up here, so you have more room to fuck around and add new textures. Right? Okay.
All right, thank you.
Does that give you something?
Yeah, give me
You know, tell me the truth. You're like, yeah, that sort of simple stuff.
No, this is good.
Okay, I love it. I'm the drummer, right? Okay. Okay, guys, are we ready to play our hit song? Give in. And I want you to tell the truth. If you don't tell the truth, we'll have a conversation.
You don't have to be the drummer.
Oh, yes, I do. I like what you're doing with the rhythm, by the way. Thank you for that.
Yeah. I'm trying to explore. I'm trying to do what you did. You did something around like 5, and it's just, I don't have like, I'm not that good at anchoring yet for all that, but like, I want to try.
I think what you were doing was good. And you're doing it. You're doing it. All right, guys, we ready for our hit song? Well, I'm going to start with just keys and voice. You know? 1, 2, and backgrounds. Yeah. So together, just the bass.
I was trying to follow the.
Yeah, we turned around.
Sorry,
1,
No,
2, 3, and.
you give it your all, would you give it? If I give it, would you give it? If I give it, would you give it? I gave it my
okay, just a couple closing thoughts. How do we feel? Did we do the music? Did we do dual music? I think we did.
I couldn't hear
That
the
was,
keys.
yeah.
Could you hear the
I
keys?
can't
I wanted
believe
to experiment, but
I
then
know
like
no one could probably hear me, but I can't even believe I tried to sing.
Yeah, that's a big. Can we?
I didn't mean to get applause. Yeah.
No, but you did it though, and a lot of musicians are like afraid to try, and that's like
I'm
so that's
terrified. Still.
Yeah, and you did it though. Okay, so all right, so just some closing thoughts. So yeah, so and in a way, so you know, I think we had our moments, but a lot of the time we weren't clicking. Just being real, we weren't clicking. There was something that was disjointed at various points, but that is the real jam experience. and here's the what I want us to come away from this with, because I think we had a lot of great elements. We worked parts out and da. But you know, not to sound like myself, but like the human thing is honestly a practical thing that we have to deal with. So just so you understand how I look at a moment like this, okay? I'm gauging for myself how skilled everybody is in the room. You know what I mean? And I try to be really graceful. I try, you know, it's supposed to be an experience where we're all coming together regardless of how long we've been playing, etc., etc. But my experience in doing this jam has been like, okay, like it is really humbling. It's not an egotistical experience, because if I want the music to be good, it can't be about what I want. It's about what the music wants, what's actually going to work. So if someone is in our group who is less experienced, we rally around that person and support that person. So if I'm playing keys and I want to do all the whatever cool shit, I gotta dead that.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna have a better time, because I'm saying, okay, like usually in a lot of cases I'll ask the least experienced person. If I feel like a person's really nervous or inexperienced, I might ask them to start, because it's easier for us to adapt to them than for them to adapt to us. To us. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't about superior or inferior, but it is about gauging and being like real about, okay, who's strong, who's weak, how can we actually support each other in the space. So I think we had a lot of good, because you can have a lot of great resources. I think we had a lot of great resources, but we didn't quite at all times figure out how to find each other. So I think that's just something to think about. Thinking something to grow on. It's like, okay, how can we communicate better? Where can we, to ourselves, determine where we think the problem area is, and therefore be able to adapt to that, right? So, and again, I don't want to like point out, but I do want to say like thank you again, Youssef, because as a person who hasn't played, first of all, in this genre, right? Like you don't play in jams often. You don't play in this. I think you did a great job, right? And you were in, clap for So in this situation, if I'm the keys player, or if drums, I can kind of cheat. I'm like, drums are drums, right? But like, if I'm keys, or I'm guitar, or I'm voice, it's like, okay, how can I rally around supporting them so that the experience is better for everybody? Does that make sense? And so what I think a lot of time happens here in the guitar keys realm is we are probably, I'm not saying you guys are, but I feel like keys and guitar players tend to be neurotic, and we're like in our own world. Like keys players always have, I'll talk about keys players for a second, just not just guitar players. Like tend to have control fucking issues. That's why we chose the keys, because I can do it all myself. And so we get like in our head and we get separate, and that's where a lot of times the music falls apart. So and then in these situations where there's a lot of us at once, now we have to be like, hold on. So because again, and it may sound silly, but it's like if you play one note and you play one note and you play one note, that's a chord. Right? So you can't if each one of us is playing 5 notes, 10 notes, 20 notes, now it's hell. No, 5 plus 5, like 10 plus 10. You know what I mean? You end up like 20 notes, maybe even 20 notes somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow, it may end up being 20 notes.
We can get 60. You're barring with each finger.
Yeah, exactly.
You're double bar.
But so anyway, then I just want us to leave with that thought. Just like, okay, how can I integrate into my practice that communal aspect? If I'm coming to a jam, what are my priorities in order to meet everybody there? And what I think we found, one thing we found is that if we simplify, it adds up to something beautiful. As opposed to trying to be the hero and trying to do it all by ourselves, because we're not by ourselves. Oh, we're not alone. Guys, okay, thank you very much. I hope we all learned something. Thank you for hanging out.
This was great.
What you giving? Also, I loved your ad libs.
Oh, thank you.
I love the solos.
Good vibes.
Good vibes, guys. Yeah. If for those who haven't yet, the Venmo is Zaven Plays, ZAVENPLAYS.
Yes.
$20 sliding scale. Do what you can.
I've always meant to ask, what does the sliding scale part mean?
That means that
right?
if you can't do 20, we're still good. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means. Aim for 20, but I ain't mad at you.
Just you?
That's me.
Okay, great. I got a couple questions.
Absolutely. We can take a couple questions before we're out of here.
What do you do?
Peace, y'all.
This.